Hello, St. Philip's. It's Jade Lundgren here. How we doing? I hope that you guys are doing good. Been praying for you and thinking about ya. Are we having fun? I don't know. I don't know that I'm really having fun. Trying to find the good amidst this difficult time, for sure. And there's definitely a lot of good in it. But it's hard, and I know that it's hard. And just with you guys in that hardness, with ya in the isolation, in the grief of losing things that we loved, just with you guys. And I am excited that I can talk to you today about Maundy Thursday. What is Maundy Thursday? I want to start by saying it's not Monday Thursday, which I feel like in this time of quarantine, like maybe we would relate to Monday Thursday a little bit more. Is it Monday? Is it Thursday? I don't know. It's Maundy, M-A-U-N-D-Y, and that comes, I'm no Latin scholar, but it comes from a Latin word that really means like mandate or commandment. So Maundy Thursday is when we remember Jesus's new commandment that he gives us, which we're going to talk about what that is. So the Thursday before the Friday that Jesus was crucified, we have the Lord's Supper, and we have Jesus washing the disciples' feet. Some churches all over the world on Maundy Thursday do a foot washing service, which is so beautiful. I wish we could do that, but we can't be touching people's feet right now. Some of you might not want to touch people's feet ever. I get that. Anyway, but Jesus also, he gives his disciples a new commandment, and that's what really the focus is here. John chapter 13, verse 34 says, "A new commandment I give you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another." So that's kind of a big deal, right? Jesus is saying, a new commandment I give you. Some of you might be thinking, like, that doesn't sound very new, love one another. That's been said before, and it was certainly something that people were supposed to be doing. So how is it new? I think it might be new because now Jesus is saying, as I have loved you, love one another. So it's new in that Jesus modeled this love. So it begs the question, how did Jesus love us? How has he loved us that we might love one another as he has loved us? That is a question that I cannot fully answer in this devotional, but it's a beautiful question to be pondering. A couple thoughts that I have about that. One, Jesus washed the feet of his disciples. So his love was a serving love. It was a love that got really low and served. I find that so fascinating. And it makes me ask myself, like, how am I getting low and serving others in my life? How can I do that more? How can I be like Jesus in that way? Whose feet can I wash? Who can I help? Who can I be willing to be humble and serve? Secondly, and something we reflect on this whole weekend, is that Jesus' love was a dying love. It was a love that gave up everything. I have to ask myself, like, I feel like maybe I would die for my kids or my husband, but would I die? Would I really give up my life for somebody else? Would I give up my life for people that abandoned me? Jesus was abandoned in the end. He was betrayed. Would I die for someone who didn't like me? Would I die for someone who hurt me or abandoned me? I feel like the answer to that is no, and it is a challenge for me to keep trying to love more like Jesus, keep trying to have that generous, dying love that he had. Jesus' love was not self-preserving and self-seeking. This one is so challenging for me. We have such a knack as humans for just trying to look out for ourselves and trying to do what's best for us. I feel like we almost have this march upwards in life, right? We're always trying to march a little upwards, always trying to get a little better than the people around us, always trying to make sure we're a little bit better than them. Maybe we have a little bit more, or we're a little bit cooler, or whatever it might be. We have this inner sinful march upwards that we're always wanting to do. And sometimes I feel like it's fun to, even on that march upwards, kind of look down at the others below you, like, well, I'm a little better than them. Jesus took the opposite march. It's so challenging for my own heart to think about this. Jesus had the opposite march. He marched down. He got a little bit lower. He didn't look out for himself. He didn't lord his authority over others. He just got lower. How can we get on that opposite march? Maybe watching our words, the way we talk about other people. Do we talk about other people in a way that we're better than them, we're cooler than them, we make jokes about them? Or can we get a little bit lower and learn what it's like to just elevate other people? Talk well of other people, lift them up a little higher, get ourselves maybe just a little bit lower. This is hard. It's a hard love. It's a convicting. This is convicting for me. It might mean saying sorry to people. It might mean looking at our own pride in our own hearts and just saying, like, man, how am I really just looking out for myself right now? How can I get a little bit lower and really look out for others and maybe promote others a little bit more than I promote myself? There's so much more that can be said about this new commandment that Jesus gives us. So I'm going to end by reading this new commandment one more time. And I would love to hear any of your guys' thoughts on this, how we can have that same kind of serving love, that foot washing love, a dying love for others, and a not self-seeking love for others. John 13:34, a new commandment I give to you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you, that you also love one another. Amen.